What's up, Taiwan? I'm Eric Gao, bringing you the news from here in Taipei. Taiwan's Mainland Affairs Council is reminding the public of the dangers of traveling to China after Beijing announced a new policy that would make it cheaper for some Taiwanese to travel there. Beijing says it will waive the application fee for a special travel permit for Taiwanese people to enter China until the end of 2027. In response, the Mainland Affairs Council, which oversees relations with China, urged the public to consider the risks of traveling there amid cases of Taiwanese people being detained and interrogated. Taiwan's National Palace Museum is defending its decision to collaborate with a U.S. museum rather than its Chinese counterpart for its 100th anniversary celebration. China is criticizing the museum for displaying pieces from the Met in New York, saying it should have partnered with Beijing's Palace Museum instead, given their shared cultural roots. The National Palace Museum said cross-strait tensions make collaboration with China unsuitable, citing frequent Chinese incursions into Taiwan's air defense identification zone. It added that all exchanges must be based on equality and dignity. Taiwan's National Palace Museum holds nearly 700,000 artifacts and artworks from China. As esports continues to surge in popularity worldwide, Taiwan is nurturing esport talent right in the classroom. But with intense training schedules and academic pressure, the path to glory is a hard one. Chelsea Wu has this story.
Just like any other high school in Taiwan, students head to class after their lunch break. But this class is different. And here, they're learning the basics of esports. Esports, short for electronic sports, is a fast-growing global industry, and Taiwan is keeping up. Across the country, schools have been launching esports classes and varsity teams in the past decade, preparing students to compete internationally in both mobile and PC games.
我平常都是早上一样上课，然后到下午1点的时候就来训练室，然后就有团练，然后比赛检讨，然后接下来到9点之后，然后晚上回家洗个澡，然后再练习到12点。
Students on the school's esports team train over 8 hours a day, even through winter and summer breaks, to stay ready for competition. The school's 3 teams compete in a number of tournaments annually, including the ACS Summer Tournament, a major event for the mobile esports squad. The tournament draws both live and online audiences, with top teams earning significant prize money.
因为大家都知道，电竞选手的训练强度跟时长非常的长，非常久。所以假设如果你连校队阶段的训练强度你都无法承受，那我觉得也建议是不要走电竞选手这一行。
While the program trains aspiring esports gamers, less than 3% of them will go on to turn pro.
能理解，因为毕竟电竞这条道路非常的凶险，你一个不小心可能就没了工作。 所以你还是要有一些其他的副业，或是有办法维持你自己更生的能力。
There is criticism about how the program may come at the cost of other academic subjects.
我知道按这个吗？
买装备啊。
哦。
But one mother who allowed her son to enter the school's esports program believes education goes beyond just grades.
可能大家会觉得打电竞就是很坏小孩之类什么的，我觉得并不是，对，只是他们有他们的梦想。 我觉得很光荣，就是觉得他很棒。他这3年就是一直都在校队，就是自己很努力，不能被刷下来，就是一直很努力的在校队这样子。对，我觉得他很厉害。
And Coach Jerry Fan says the program isn't just about esports.
是在这一段过程里面，我希望他们学习到非常自律的这个精神，就是你在训练的时候，你除了要很自律之外，你要非常渴望胜利。 这些东西是你接下来在进到社会工作，甚至你到大学过后进到产业端，其实这是非常好的一个习惯。
While the road to becoming a pro gamer is uncertain, what these students gain along the way, discipline, resilience, and purpose, may be the real victory in the game of life, whether or not they ever grace the global esports stage. Joseph Wu, Peachy Zhuang, and Chelsea Wu for TaiwanPlus.
Australia is the top destination for Taiwanese youth for a working holiday. And in 2025, the number of people making the trip is set to be back on par with pre-COVID levels. Lauren Patmore looks at why thousands of people head down under and how they come back changed.
Alan Jian is heading to work in his Australia-themed cafe in Taipei, inspired by the 3 years he spent on a working holiday there. His experience in Australia opened up doors to continue exchanges and make connections.
像现在，像开店以后，还蛮多外国人来的，那你其实就可以跟他们对话。那可能去澳洲之前，我这些 conversation 我可能完全没办法。
In just over 10 years, more than 110,000 Taiwanese have made the trip to Australia under this program, which allows them to live, travel and take short-term jobs while exploring the country. One of these people is Mike Shi.
Because I was a police officer in Taiwan, so I will say I don't like the environment, so I quit.
He arrived in November 2023, working in designer clothing after 7 years in the police force in Taipei. He says he picked Australia because of its reputation of being simple to obtain a visa, the higher pay on offer, and the country's popularity among Taiwanese. He's extended his 1-year visa to add another year and wants to travel elsewhere afterward.
I think my learning is just, if you want to do something, just go for it. And if you don't try, you never know.
For Ray Lai from Jiayi in southern Taiwan and now living in Taipei, the hardest part of her 2 years away was coming home. Back in 2019, she remembers life there feeling easier and being less stressed.
So it's kind of feel like if you're willing to work hard, and then you will get a certain amount of money that can provide you with like a lifestyle that you want.
Ray mainly worked in a meat factory in the rural town of Gundagai, population 1,700, but also explored the country's landscapes, ticking off major cities. Her time overseas made her see things differently.
Your job doesn't represent you as a person, but I think that is something that I slowly learned after I was like in Australia and until now. And I think that is a very valuable experience that is kind of hard for people maybe never leave Taiwan to understand.
But the working holiday isn't always a dream. Mike and Ray did shifts on blueberry farms briefly, where the pay was low and work laborious. In recent years, unions in Australia have called for a government inquiry into underpayment and poor working conditions on these farms. Last year, Taiwan's representative office in Brisbane also warned of rising scams targeting young Taiwanese in the country. One tourist went temporarily missing after one scam. Despite these challenges, Australia remains a popular destination for working holidaymakers. Experts have been speaking to me, saying returnees act as informal ambassadors, bringing back language skills and cultural insights. The people-to-people ties are deepened, creating a soft power between the two countries. It's a vision Alan shares.
之后的话，可能觉得可能会再办，像前阵子有办一些澳洲的讲座活动，对，那我觉得主要就是以澳洲为主嘛，所以之后的话可能也会继续办活动啊。
From making coffee to working in factories, the working holiday experience gave Mike, Ray and Alan more than just a paycheck. It brought new perspectives. Despite hardships, for many Taiwanese, Australia is a place for more opportunities to see the world and make meaningful connections. Chris Ma, Jeffrey Chen and Lauren Patmore for TaiwanPlus.
And thanks for joining us here on What's Up Taiwan. Visit our website to see more of our reports and special programs. Finally, we give you a glimpse of a newly discovered species of small dinosaur from the late Jurassic period, now on display in London. I'm Eric Gao. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
I'm Tiffany Wong in Georgetown, Penang, and you're watching Taiwan Plus.